to the Key to Love channel. Today you can see this setting again. It's a Zoom setting. I'm so excited to have Clarence from Malaysia.
Hello.
And also my lovely teacher Helen Body from England. After our Egypt trip, we joined again together in this virtual Zoom. And then, I'm so happy to invite both of Helen and Clarence, and especially we are going to talk with Helen to share a lot of experience and also a lot of knowledge with a lot of love to the audience. Yes. So the first thing we would love to talk is about the Crystal Temple, because we are so excited. Helen will come to Malaysia and also Hong Kong in end of September and October, and that's why we would love to grab the chance to talk a lot with Helen to show what we can expect from this trip. Because, the student last year from Hong Kong and also from Malaysia really looking forward to know about Helen. But by the way, I'm not quite sure everyone knows Helen. And I think before we go on, we better ask Helen to introduce herself, because she is one of my teachers for a very long time, around 10 years, I think, over 10 years. So let's give a chance for Helen to introduce herself first, to let the audience know more about her.
So hello, I'm Helen, Helen 40, and I'm a shamanic practitioner. I'm a spiritual teacher. I've been doing this for decades, for lifetimes, and I have a lot to share.
In past life as well.
Yeah, in past life as well. So I've got a lot to share. I talk to crystals. I have memories from ancient Egypt. I've got lots of training in this lifetime. I love to help people with relationships. So many things.
Yes. I think it is quite difficult for Helen to introduce herself on because the reason why, because she is really very knowledgeable with a lot of spiritual knowledge. For the crystal side, it's from the Atlantis, and then for Egyptian teaching, also she got a very long past life in Egypt, and that's why she got so many things to share with us. And then, so to start with, we better focus on crystal first. Because last year we are so honored to have Helen to share a lot of crystal knowledge from Atlantis, and then some of the people attend to her online classes, and also a lot of workshops in Hong Kong and also Malaysia. Yes. And then this year, what's the difference? We've got Helen to come to Hong Kong and also Malaysia, have the Crystal Temple. I'm just wondering whether the audience know what Crystal Temple is.
I'm sure that they don't. Because
can you explain more about the Crystal Temple? And then what is the difference between Crystal Temple and also the Crystal Grid? Because most of us know about crystal is about the crystal, how to set up a crystal grid, but not a temple.
Yeah. Well, Crystal Temple is much more complicated than a crystal grid. But don't worry, because I'm very practical. And I will take people through it step by step. And this is really based on the same knowledge that people used in Atlantis. They used it in ancient Egypt and in other cultures to create sacred space. So yes, it does include crystal grids, but all kinds of different grids, because different grids have different energies. Like 5 is very different from 6 pointed star, very different from a 7-pointed star, and so on. And with a crystal temple, you don't just use one grid. You need a minimum of 2. We're going to do Stonehenge and Great Pyramid. We'll use 3 each for those.
Wow.
And there's so many more things. You need to understand which type of crystals, because some crystals will make the energy move down your chakras. Some crystals will make the energy move up your chakras.
Ooh.
Some crystals will take you out into space.
Just like drinking a red wine.
Exactly. You also need what is called a seed crystal. And that can be, let me see, do I have anything? That can be any crystal that you have. And the seed crystal becomes like the altar, or like the Holy of Holies. It's like the special place inside the temple, and it has the energy that holds everything together.
Wow.
So that's
very powerful.
Important. Yeah. Of course, you've got to program everything. Also, orientation. Which direction is the temple orientated to makes a big difference. And, for example, for Stonehenge, when we do the Stonehenge one, we will orientate it the same as Stonehenge, which is northeast, southwest. And Stonehenge has 2 entrances, so we'll try both entrances, because also how you enter the temple is important. That makes a difference to the feeling, to the experience. So something like am I talking too quickly?
No.
I'm just listening to myself think, oh, I'm so excited. I'm talking so quickly.
No, I'm almost with you going to the temple.
Okay. So, for example, with the northeast direction, that is when the sun is strongest, because it's the longest day. When the sun rises in the northeast, it's the longest day of the year in the northern hemisphere. So it's like the most light, or the most wisdom, the most enlightenment. So orientating a temple to that direction helps you connect with wisdom and spiritual information. So all the pyramid, for the Great Pyramid, we orientate it north. North is the part of the sky that stays still. So it's like eternity. It's like the divine from thousands and thousands of years. So it's a different type of feeling. So that goes into it. We do invocations. What else goes into it? Let me see. Of course, when you do grids, we also spin the grids.
Oh.
So the direction that you spin it makes a difference.
Oh.
Clockwise, anti-clockwise, different energy. So there's a lot of different components to this. Do my best not to make it like a mathematics lesson.
Yes.
We experienced before.
Yeah. I want people to have fun.
Yes.
Yes.
And we'll be talking to the crystals as well. And the crystals will talk to each other, and they will talk to us. And it will also attract energy. So when you set up a temple like this, it amplifies the energy in wherever you are. Now, if you were to do one of these in your home, and I'll teach you the information that you can do that.
Oh.
We'll also need to know how to switch it on and switch it off.
Oh.
Because as we all know, we've all just come back from Egypt. And when you go to sacred sites, it changes you. The energy is powerful. It brings about change. So it's too much to live in that change all the time. So if you set one up in your home, you need to know how to switch it on and off. Switch it on when you feel like, you want a nice feeling of that glass of wine, or connect with spirit and get messages. But switch it off maybe when you have to do your accounting.
Yes, exactly. When we need to do some practical things.
Yeah.
Yes. And then one of the best thing I love Helen workshop is because just as what she say, she is a very practical teacher. And then her classes or workshop always with a lot of fun. And then regarding this crystal temple, what I hear is just like she will teach us all the ingredients, let us know all the ingredients, and then she will give you the recipe, and after that you can cook at your own home, just like cooking. And then she will teach you the ingredients, just like how to talk to crystal, how to program the crystal, what kind of crystal we use, the different kind of geometric pattern, and also the orientation, which means the direction, and then how to combine all together. You can just like staying at your home, but you still can have the Stonehenge and all the Great Pyramid energy, and then it will be very, very useful for the one who loves spiritual work. And then they will love to receive some messages. And then one of the best thing, I love this crystal temple, because I have learned from Helen before, is I would love to put my products into the crystal temple. And then after that, you really feel the energy is different. Not only just program, and then maybe my car put in there, or oil. The reason why is why I learned this long time, because tell all of you a secret, is because at that moment, every time I see Helen, her stone or her oil, everything output from Helen, the energy is really different. And then I've asked her a lot of this secret.
I agree.
She told me about this, and then I think it is very practical, not only for the products and ourselves as well, just like what Helen said. Yes. So maybe I ask Karen, how do you feel after the Great Pyramid? How do your energy shift? Yes. Because the people not come to Egypt yet, but they will experience how the Great Pyramid and with the crystal temple that Helen will teach us to set up. You feel the main feeling.
I would say I have a lot of great experience in Great Pyramid, because there's so much I cannot tell in the whole story. But what I feel is like when I meditate inside the temple. Can I say this? I think we can share a little bit. So when we meditate inside the temple, I feel a really strong energy go inside to my heart chakra. And I think before I enter to the Great Pyramid, I always have the heart chakra and the throat chakra is not connecting. So when I would like to speak something, I have blockage. So after I visit Great Pyramid, I really want to say thank you to Helen, because it really helped me to, improve a lot when I'm communicate with people. I really connecting with them, and I really feel the energy is like sparkling inside my heart. I feel so warm. After that, I really think that I changed a lot. And last time when I speak English, I'm not really confident, and I have a lot of blockage. So I always, when I speak English, I was like, what should I say? How can I build this structure and sentence? But nowadays, I just I want to be my own. I want to be myself in confidence. And my intention when I just, before I visit my Egypt trip, my intention is I just want to be confident, be myself. And now I am. So I'm so happy. Everyone must join with Helen. Helen is really, really can overcome your blockage and also change your whole life. I think I've become a new life and new blood now.
Me as well. I would love to go to Egypt. Really need to contact with Helen.
Yeah.
And then because she will coming to Egypt in the next year, February. So really grab the chance, because the space is really limited. Yes. And then back to the crystal thing. And then any small tricks or things that you would love to share with our audience regarding the crystal and when they work with crystal?
Yeah, that's a really, really good question. So we all go to sacred sites and beautiful places. It might be a temple, it might be a church, but it could be a tree. You know, there's some banyan trees that in Causeway Bay. Every time I go to Hong Kong, I like to go see those trees. Maybe there's a beach that's a favorite place. So something else you can do is you can take a crystal, and probably for this, the best would be something like clear quartz. It doesn't need to be very big. It could be, it could be a point. It could be tumbled. And you can charge up a crystal with the energy of that place. And how you do this is whatever the place is, obviously take your crystal. When you get there, ask the place or the tree or whatever it is for permission to connect. And because if it's a special place to you, it doesn't need to be special to anyone else. It may be only you know about it. That's okay too. But tell it, I want to connect with you. I love your energy. Will you open more for me? And like a human, right? It's going to feel respected and it will open more. And you can ask, will you help me charge up this crystal so I can remember your energy when I'm not here? And then you take your crystal and you let the crystal get warm in your hand. You rub it, and you can tell your crystal, either you can speak directly to it, or you can tell it with your mind. You want it to remember your feeling and the energy of this place. And then while you're holding the crystal, you notice how you feel in this place. How do I feel physically? Oh, so relaxed. How do I feel emotionally? Oh, happy, I can breathe. What about my mind? It's quiet. How do I feel spiritually? Oh, I feel so connected. And maybe other things. Oh, I love the colors here, the smell. I love the sound, whatever it is. And maybe you might feel like you need to touch something with your crystal. So if I'm at the banyan tree, I might ask the tree, can I touch? If it's in a temple, respectfully, there might be somewhere you can touch. And then you've got your crystal, put it in a bag, keep it. And then sometime when you're at home and you want to remember that feeling in that place, you get your crystal bag out, hold it in your hand, and you rub the crystal, take it into the meditation, and it will help you remember the feeling of that place.
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you for sharing this to us. But one more practical question from the audience. I know they must ask. They must ask, okay, Helen, when I go to few places, I really love those kinds of places. Can I use the same, or I need to have few pieces of white cloth?
Okay, that's a really good question. I would say it's up to what you want. Do you just want a general, it's like a soup, do you want tomato soup or do you want minestrone?
Yes, exactly.
Do you want lots of different energies from different places all together, or do you want to feel them separately? I think it's really up to you.
Yeah, thank you so much for letting us know regarding this secret recipe always. I become I can cook after Helen's classes, I think. After this so happy crystal thing, moving on, we would love to introduce Helen's next workshop in Hong Kong is regarding the relationship. Okay, this is one of my favorite because I know so many clients and students love to have relationship. They are still single, or some of them are in relationship, but they want to enhance their relationship with their partner. Yes, and then that's why this year I really highly invited Helen to have this workshop in Hong Kong, because normally, if you know Helen, and then she gets so many things that she can teach, but the time is really limited. And that's why I really love Helen can have this ritual. Is it ritual, right? Can I say ritual?
Yes, it is.
So ritual in Hong Kong to share more love and then help the people to really meet the soulmate or true love, things like that. Yes, because people in Hong Kong with single girls, they're easily attract bad guys sometimes. Not only Hong Kong, but I think some of them when this is their lesson and then they not yet learned, and then sometimes they will attract bad guys, and then in Hong Kong we say a bad guy magnet. Just attract. So the first question to Helen is any small tips or tricks on how to stop, why they keep on attracting?
Okay, well, first thing is, at least they know how to be a magnet. So they have 50%. But they have to reprogram the magnet.
Oh, yeah.
This is really a blind spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm also told client, at least you know you can attract something, but this is not.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's different reasons why people do this. But there's a common reason is people don't really believe they deserve a good relationship deep down inside. Sometimes it's that, sometimes they don't know anybody who has a good relationship. Yeah, their parents had a difficult time. Maybe they don't know many people who are happy. There's lots of different reasons. So this workshop is in 2 days. And the first day is about changing everything we don't want. So getting rid of all the bad guy stuff or bad girl stuff.
True, not only for women, men, men are welcome.
Yeah, absolutely. And also I'd like to say that this whole workshop, it's about love and relationship, and it works just as well for someone who's LGBTQ plus. It's the same understanding, same process. Everybody is welcome. So yeah, hey, if you're attracting the wrong people, we need to help you build your self-confidence. Know you deserve to be treated well. And what does that feel like? Because usually people who are attracting the wrong guys or the wrong people, they're usually really good people themselves. They're usually very kind-hearted. They do a lot for other people, but they don't think about themselves so much. They don't realize how attractive they are, how interesting they are, how lucky somebody will be to be in relationship with them. And good news, by the way, it doesn't matter really what you look like.
Agree. Keep on.
A lot of people think, me too. I can remember, I'm now in my 60s. I've had a lot of life experience, but I can remember when I was about 27, 28, my boyfriend broke up with me and I was completely heartbroken, devastated. It was the end of my life. And I thought nobody will ever love me again. And I'm too old, and my stomach is too big, and lots of different things. Now I look back and I think, why did I think that? But it was very real at the time. And so I meet a lot of other people that go through the same kind of thing. And in terms of what we look like, all you've got to do is look at people around you, look at people on public transport, look at people in the supermarket who are in relationships. I promise you, you do not need to look like a supermodel. Right?
Agree.
Totally agree. Absolutely agree.
Yeah. And what really makes somebody attractive actually has much less to do with what they look like. It's much more to do with how they feel about themselves. And somebody who is feeling comfortable in themselves is automatically more attractive.
Yeah.
Whether they're fat, thin, short, tall, big nose, small nose, it's all good.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Because I teach a lot, I help a lot of students to do the vision board, and then a lot of people come, and then some of them sometimes want to manifest a partner or love relationship in their life. Sometimes people come and then, why I still cannot manifest? I have already. I think the reason behind, because some people really successful and then some don't, because the difference is because they really not feel themselves very confident. It's just like what Helen say. And then sometimes they not cleanse, or they're not really clear inside for the energetic course, or some trauma experience, things like that. And then that's why Helen's workshop, the first day, really about cleansing, because it's the most difficult part for most of us. Don't know how to do, because I know I need to clear. Then what? Why? How? And then they immediately will ask questions like that. Is that I keep positive thinking, then I can clear? And the answer is not. Yeah, because
it's more than that.
Yes, it's a bit more than that, exactly. And then so Helen in this workshop will, together with us, not only teach you the method, of course she will, and then but she will together with you to plan, right, Helen?
Yes, really, really important. Your relationship can be scary because we know we can be hurt. And if we've been hurt in the past, and you can be hurt because of a relationship, you can also be hurt because you've never had a relationship. That can hurt as well. Yeah. And we've got to let go of that and heal it, because otherwise it gets in the way. Because otherwise, if I'm really, and I've gone through this myself in my own life when I was younger, I was, in my 30s, my early 30s, I was really subconsciously deep inside scared that I was going to get hurt badly again. And so I kept picking the wrong guys. And I did that to keep myself safe. But I didn't understand why I was doing it at the time. So we've got to let go of that old pain, and forgive and move on, and make room, make space for something really wonderful.
True. I'm going through this process as well, Helen.
Okay. Well, that's brave. It's brave.
Yes. So in the workshop, we really can experience how, because Helen will share something from Hawaii, right? And then because she has a lot of ritual from Hawaii, and then she knows a lot of some shamanic and Celtics, right? And then so she will share some of the Hawaii ritual for us. Yes. And then
I mean, that's the aloha culture, right? Love. And the Hawaiians really get and understand the importance of forgiveness. So that'll be part of a deep process we'll do. And it's not I know there's one that's in popular culture which goes something like I'm sorry, please forgive me, that one. The one we're going to do in the workshop, the one we're going to do in the workshop is a lot deeper. And just let you know ahead of time, there might be some leaking. We might need tissues.
Yes.
But it's really, I look back over my life, and the guy who broke my heart in my 20s, I'm actually now so grateful. He was a soulmate, and I believe he came into my life to help me make a big change. And that was how it was accomplished. And now when I think about him with love, not in love, just like love for someone, like a good friend. And I have no bitterness, no anger, no unhappiness, the hurt, all gone. And when we can do that, it really opens us up for someone new that's better for us. Because actually, I now know he wasn't the right guy for me.
Because you met the right one.
Yeah.
And then so the first day we go to this kind of cleansing, make the room, and then the second day we know Helen will guide us how to focus on what you really want, and then just like place an order to the universe. Yes.
Because knowing what you want is really important.
Yes.
And how you want the relationship to be, not just how you want the other person to be, but how you want to be together.
Yes. And then the second day we will go through the order to the universe, right?
Right, exactly. And usually people find the second day much happier. It's a real second day is a lot of celebration. It's very high energy.
Yay, really looking forward to this. And also I know this workshop is not only for the singles, but also if people in relationship, they still can come, because they may have some, even they got a partner, they may have some past things that you need to be healed, and then also can enhance their current relationship with more love, right?
Exactly.
Yay! So
I have a question. Is it like, for example, I'm having a relationship and I have a partner. So would you suggest to bring my partner along to your workshop? Is it works?
That would be very brave of you both. Because it means you're sharing stuff. It would be fabulous. It's not necessary. So please, if you want to come and your partner doesn't, please don't criticize your partner for that. But if your partner does want to come, wow, amazing.
Invite them.
I can say she got a very brave boyfriend.
Yeah, I would agree.
So thank you so much for today's Helen sharing to us. I think for the audience, we really looking forward to Helen to come and then see Helen in person, and then to enhance your love life, and also on how to work with crystal in a more advanced way. I think even if you are a beginner, Helen's classes is very practical. And then, you know, if you were really beginner, you still know how to do it. So no worry. And then we are really looking forward. And thank you so much for Helen's time, and also for Clarence. And then we will see everyone again very soon.